Gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High.
Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start, and it will come out to the 25. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Second down and inches. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bulls are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills. The ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now it's Wilson. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 17 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson, 14 yards. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation, because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 23. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. These two teams all tied after 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bulls have taken the lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now Wilson, he'll drop this down to Williams, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They run it again with Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now the point after try for Santos. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. And a huge play that time. 47 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jamal Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver's offense ready to go again. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Smith. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Again, Wilson. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Wilson completes it again to Gage. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter of play. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. again, it's Williams. 44 yards to rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Steps away to his left. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd and a couple, Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what view the
touchdown Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
That's out quickly to London. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll hand it off now. Williams. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 14. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing again here. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
His throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second, here's Algier, and he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 31. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bulls have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 7. A minute 55 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Wilson to throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the top.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now it's the Broncos' turn. Trailing in this one now. A minute 15 remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive there of just 4 plays. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Pitts brings it in. What a play. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on